Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the Minnesota Twins discussion video. I am a little confused, I'm not gonna lie, because I was just scrolling through your guys' comments. I was commenting back to you guys, and I was on Baseball Reference trying to figure out some of the stats that I was looking at, and I looked at current injuries under Baseball Reference on the Minnesota Twins page, and I've got some information to tell you. Obviously, you can see in the title, this says I am not, part of the MLB. I can't state if this is a true statement or not, but this is what this says. Ehire Adrianza, last updated October 1st, 2019, injury oblique. Adrianza is dealing with a right oblique strain, but is projected to play in Game 1 of the AL Division Series versus the Yankees. Now again, I am not an expert. I know nothing about what the Twins have said about this, but from my knowledge, I have not heard anybody report that Adrianza is ready to come back. Now this is news to me. Maybe it's news to you guys, maybe it's not, but this is huge. We'll get to that in a second, but I know that the Twins reported today that there is something big, something interesting that the Twins are doing for the ALDS. And again, there's no further information on what that is, but is it Adrianza coming back? This would be huge because, one, Arise is hurt. He might be able to play. We still don't know about that. The final roster coming out Friday morning. The Twins are literally waiting as late as they can to post their roster and the rest of their starters and everything that's going on. But this is huge because Luis Arise is likely out. Let's just say he's out for the ALDS. We are down an infielder, which likely means that you've got, Garver behind the plate. That just makes sense. First base would probably have to be CJ Cron. Second would be Jonathan Scope. Shortstop, Polanco. Third base, Miguel Sano. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think that's a really good lineup, especially against a left-handed pitcher, which they have Paxton going for Game 1. It does put Marwin Gonzalez in the outfield, which isn't, again, necessarily bad. I think it would be better to put Gonzalez at first, but that's a whole different video again. But the point being, if Adrianza is back, do we have to play Cron if Cron isn't healthy? Or could we put Adrianza at second base? Maybe we could put Adrianza in the outfield or have him come off the bench. I know that he has been in the outfield before and he's, been all over the place, but this is big news. Let's go look at his stats because I've talked about this, at the beginning of the year. This guy is good. I love Adrianza and what he's been able to do this year. He's also Verlander's daddy, if you don't know that reference. Absolutely incredible year that he's having. And he only played in half the games in 2019, had 236 plate appearances, 202 at-bats, 34 runs, 55 hits, 8 doubles, 3 triples, 5 home runs, 22 RBIs. Now, again, those numbers don't jump out at you, but how about this? A 272 average. That's the best he's had in his career. Again, only playing in half the games, but still more than he has ever played in before, not counting 2018. You look at his on-base percentage, 349. Again, the best of his career. Slugging, 416. Second best of his career for an OPS of 765, which absolutely blows the rest of his stats out of the water. OPS plus 102, above average, especially when he's Verlander's daddy. He's going to be above average, right? So very, very respectable stats, okay? He's a team leader. He's one of those leaders that I've talked about before. Nelson Cruz, maybe with more of the power presence with, Miguel Sano, Kepler maybe, Rosario. But then you've got Adrianza, very solid mentally, very solid in the way that he plays the game. I don't know if he would. I don't know if you could consider him clutch, but he makes his presence known in a way that doesn't overpower the rest of the team. He's not Nelson Cruz. He's not going to go out there and expect to hit a home run every time. But He's a guy who's going to go out there and put a good at-bat together. He's got really good fielding skills. I mean, does it say how many errors he has on the season here? I can't see it right off the bat. He doesn't have that many errors. I know that. He was better than Polanco fielding-wise. And again, Polanco played basically the entire season, so you have to compare him that way. But very good numbers. He's going to be a guy where you can put anywhere. Like I said, he's got that presence on the field as a leader. He's got the fielding ability. He's got the bat, but he can also play different positions. We've seen him in the outfield before. Maybe we shouldn't put him back there, but I'm saying if Luis Arraez is hurt, we've used him a lot in the outfield. Buxton's, of course, done. We don't have him. So does that change where we have to put Gonzalez? Does that change Cave gets some playing time? Or is Lamont Wade even on the roster? He might get some playing time as well. But this is huge because you could put Adrianza out there. You could put Gonzalez out there if you want to move him back to first base if Cron's still not doing great. There are so many options that go along with this. I think this is incredible news. And again, I haven't seen anything on Adrianza's return. I thought he was out indefinitely. I thought he was done for the season and he wasn't coming back. And that's kind of why he was managing the last game of the season. Just kind of a, here you go, Adrianza. I know that, you like I said, you're very mentally invested in the game. You know what's going on. Here, let's see what you can do. But this is interesting. There's so many different things that could go right with Adrianza on the roster. I think the cons are, very limited, but they do not even come close to what positivity this guy brings to the field. And again, it's another guy who we can use off the bench. He's another guy who we can use reliably in the field. And he's a guy that could surprise the Yankees, right? If the Yankees aren't expecting him, he's a switch hitter, right? If they aren't expecting him to come up in a certain spot, we can play numbers, right? Because if they want to bring it, obviously we're going to have to put our roster out there. It's not like it's going to be a surprise when he gets there, but if they're not expecting him to come up, we could put, him in a situation, in a pinch hitting situation against matchups. If, they're maybe not expecting it, they're like, hey, we got righty coming up. Oh, we forgot about Adrianza. I don't know. Maybe that's a stretch. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's exactly how it goes down and everything, but it's definitely an idea. And he has struggled against the Yankees. I'm not going to lie. It looks like he's only played 2 games against the Yankees this year. Oh, 3. Sorry, 3. And it looks like he's only gotten 1 hit, and it was a double. But, again, maybe they're just not ready for him. Again, it's just an idea that we could use him in the later innings. So I want to know what you guys think, though, because this, again, could be incredible news that really helps, gives us a spark. Again, he's not the best player on the field, but he's got that something about him that really changes how he approaches the game, how the Twins approach a game. I want to know what you guys think about Adrianza. I know you guys like Adrianza as, a player on the team, but does he benefit, do the Twins benefit from him being out there on the playoff roster? I don't know if I don't know if they're going to put him on the roster. I don't know if this is just a bunch of baloney or if there's some truth to this. But it's just incredible to see. I just stumbled upon it. It's incredible to see that at least he's trying to come back. And again, I haven't heard if Baldelli has made any comments in his press conference today or if the Twins have released anything. I have Twitter. Nothing has been posted on Twitter. So maybe I'm the first to break this. I don't know, but it's definitely something to consider. I think that that could really be beneficial again for the Twins and moving forward to the Astros and down the line. It gives us another player that we can use. So again, that's just my opinion. I think this is great. It's very interesting. I want to know what you guys think about Adrianza and the situation. Please let me know down in the comments. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Extra video, woo, right? That's exciting. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, go Twins, ALDS coming up tomorrow. Should be a lot of fun. Go Twins. We'll see you then. Peace out.